people.
Yeah, touche. Well,
Tupac Shakur, you know.
might be a couple decades then.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
You know,
he's a
it's-
living philosopher.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but you know, still.
His philosophy, all right.
Alive
I mean,
and
his
hologram.
philosophy is still alive and well.
Yeah, but I mean, he might even be alive too. Nobody knows.
Michael Jackson could still be alive out there. He and
His lookalike just got killed in the subway in New York.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Not his lookalike, but his.
I don't know what their end goal was, or what they tried to get out of that.
Maybe they just thought it was the real Michael Jackson. They just hated Michael Jackson, you know?
They're like, you hid from us for this long. Come on.
Yeah, like that's the only
Well, I
explanation I could
think
think
the
of.
reason that the Marine knocked him down and held him for so long was because he was annoying the heck out of everybody on the train.
Oh,
So
that's
you
definitely
tried
justified.
to take it.
Well, that's the issue. You know, at what point?
I don't know. That's not.
That's-
That's not a lot of smooth criminal.
That
behavior,
was,
if
you know,
ask me.
the. Apparently, he was throwing things at people and going crazy, and so
Yeah, so.
kind of the folks on the train decided let's take things into our own hands. They called the police, but by the time the police got there,
Well, I mean, they said that he got into custody, but then he was let go.
Well, quick question.
yes.
Is this going to be your only class you'll ever teach? Would would you be like? Are you like ever interested in like I don't know, take like?
Oh, I am interested, but with the way things are right now, I think they're just going to keep asking me to do one intro a semester or
Really?
two.
I thought you also teach logic.
I've taught the whole curriculum actually because I'm the oldest one in the department, so a lot of the folks arrived once we kind of had more money for a while, and so they got expensive people to come, young people with PhDs, and wow, they're brilliant, but they want to teach 400 level classes. They don't really want to teach this class.
Got it. Is that okay? That's.
I mean, occasionally you hear them talking and says, "Well, somebody's got to do an intro." Everyone, well,
Why is it the oldest?
I'm like, hey, I have fun doing this. It's keeping me alive. With something worth doing, I think. Plus, it's really good because we can afford Honey Nut Cheerios instead of just regular Cheerios.
That's true.
See, I know that Cheerios are fun.
Yeah.
Of course, I do buy them at the commissary because I have that benefit.
If you ever did get the opportunity to teach another class above this, I would.
Well, thank you. I don't see it in the stars. My hope is that I'm kind of like the fingernails on the word, trying to stay teaching until I get to the point where they see me with the cane. Maybe it's not a good idea for me to have a beard. I don't know. I started this with COVID, thinking why shave your face, etc. And I'm still trying to figure out what did God mean for me to look like, if I just let it go, what happens here? Of course, there's a conflict because obviously God didn't expect for me to be wearing a blue suit coat, with buttons and an American flag on a sweater. I don't know what God intended.
You do give off a lot of like sailor vibes, like sea captain vibes.
You're very right. And that's very funny because I haven't thought about it until you said it, and that might be the most accurate description.
I was trying to hold it back this whole semester.
Especially when he said he was going back and forth on a boat, I was like,
Yeah.
Real.
I definitely like saw you charting.
Yeah, I'm getting old enough that the world is, rocking, Not. I'm just kidding. I'm still just a kid. You'll see when you're my age, you'll feel like but I'm just a kid.
How old are you anyway? I don't think you've ever said that.
71.
71?
Okay.
That's
Well,
shocking.
You wouldn't even know.
mad.
In which way? In which direction? I don't know.
Damn, you look like you're, early 60s most.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember you said.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
No, I was born in 1951. That's one of those things when, how do you know you're a person? Wow, I know I was born, that's, there's I know I was born in 1951. I even know which room in which hotel I was conceived in.
That's weird.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's
That's very
a whole
specific.
nother level.
Because my dad kept the postcard,
Oh.
and he even wrote on the postcard an arrow to the top left window of the hotel. Said here, the hotel is gone. It was in Atlantic City. That's where they had their honeymoon. And my mom, the next day they took a picture of my mom on the boardwalk with a new camera that they had just bought. And I'm convinced that I was a blastocyst in that young woman at that point, or whatever it is, hours later, because I was born 2 weeks early from that date. So, that was pretty clear. That's the occasion for my my creation.
It is weird that your parents were just like, let's get a postcard and draw an arrow.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yeah, of the hotel.
That must
Which
have been a one-of-a-kind honeymoon. then.
my dad wrote like a diary of the evening. We had chicken, and then we retired,
Oh,
and he
nice.
put quotes around retired, and yeah, I've got
That's quite interesting. I never.
I've got copies
Your
of
dad seems
of
like
his
a very
writing.
thoughtful
All that.
person.
Well, my dad was strange that way.
It's a choice.
When we were closing down the house after they died in the garage, we found a copybook where he wrote down the last time he mowed the lawn, what setting he had the mower on, what how often he watered it,
Measurements of the grass, but he was doing.
yeah, 1.5 inches, or he literally measured. Yeah, he was
You can figure out the measurement of the grass based on
what he
setting
said
of
it.
the lawnmower.
Yeah, the setting of the lawnmower.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh. Super.
It's very detailed.
That's like.
I feel like if I spent a lot of my life writing down, if I wrote down the last time I mowed the lawn, maybe I could have mowed the lawn more if I didn't write down the last time I mowed the lawn. You know what I mean? I feel like I would have more time to do other stuff.
Yeah, same.
It's kind of cool that you live your life and like do activities that you do, because when you grow old, you can show like your grandchildren.
I don't care. My grandchildren don't need to know what settings I use on a lawn.